This is Misty Eyez, and first I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and my fans on both my Facebook fan page and to those that subscribe to my YouTube page. Thank you to all of you for paying attention. Because of you, I am still doing this. This is something I'm doing completely voluntary. Not getting paid. It's just something I enjoy doing. It's kind of like, I guess, a hobby. I'm doing it because I enjoy it, and I'm doing it because from your feedback, you are also enjoying it. And it's just something I'm doing. I'm giving of my heart and of my soul, and I'm sharing of my being with you. And so far, it's been appreciated. So I've been keeping it up, and I enjoy it. But thank you for all of you that give your comments and your feedback, because you keep me trucking on, and you keep me focused, and you keep me, oh yeah, let me get, and some of your questions are amazing, and I really enjoy answering them. So keep it up, and address a couple things that several people have brought up and or asked. One of which, one person recently commented on several of my videos, and I removed all of his comments because the true intention of my videos, whether it's a Misty Minute or an Ask Misty, is to share my heart and my thoughts and my feelings about whatever topic we are discussing. And he was reading me on my makeup, and specifically it was about eyeshadow being on my eyelashes. I don't know why that happens. It does happen. And to be completely honest with you, I record these videos when I get home from work. For example, it's a Wednesday today, and I just got home from Bitchy Bingo at Lips Fort Lauderdale. Last Saturday, I worked at Lips all 3 seatings, which means I was at Lips from 5 p.m. I did the 5:30 show, the 9:30 show, and the 11:30 show, and I got out of there at 3 o'clock in the morning. I came home and I thought, should I do a couple Ask Misties, or should I answer any questions? I looked in the mirror, and after 10 hours of drag, I don't care how fierce you paint, your makeup's going to start to look busted. So I looked in the mirror, and I was too tired to touch it up, and I was like, no. But I'm doing this when I get home from work, right before I take a shower, which means, yeah, my makeup's going to look busted. Hopefully not too busted, but it will, on occasion, look busted. And especially if it's something important like the Trevor project, where no matter what, it's on my mind, I have to talk to you about this. I'm going to do a video tonight no matter what I look like. And there has been definite videos where I'm like, no, I need to address this right now, and it's not going to wait. So there are videos when I really look rotted. And I'm sorry, but if you're having a hard time watching my videos and listening to what I have to say because you're distracted by my white eyeshadow that has fallen onto my eyelashes, then maybe you shouldn't watch my videos. You're missing the entire purpose. I'm not putting out my videos saying, I'm the best makeup artist in the world, I'm the best this, I'm the most beautiful, whatever. I'm putting my videos out there to share my thoughts and feelings. Which brings me to another question. A couple people have asked, how do you know so much about everything? And the truth is, I'm not 25 years old, first of all. And I matured very quickly. When I was 6 years old, my mom was a single mother with 5 kids. And long story short, I really didn't have a childhood. Meaning, I matured very quickly, and I learned a lot about life and struggles and issues and the things we have to deal with as humans. I was a church camp counselor for a couple summers, and in which I was able to help and minister to children that were in my bunkhouse. To be honest with you, what I'm sharing with you on whatever topic is just from my life experiences. I'm not claiming to be a doctor. I'm not claiming to be a specialist on any of these topics. It's just my thoughts, my opinion, and the way I feel about certain things. When I was very young, I think about 10 and 11, in 4th and 5th grade, I was told that I was a psychic. And I was told to channel into that because I'm very intuitive, and I knew a lot about things that I shouldn't know about. Which later, when my mom married my stepdad, we rebuked that in the name of Jesus and became all Jesus, holy roller, Jesus freaks. And I never honed into that. Basically what I say now is that I'm an empath, and I feel things very deeply. And when I'm around people, I can pick up on their emotions and their thoughts very quickly. But as far as knowing everything about everything, I don't. In fact, if there's something that I'm going to address and I don't know much about it, I have a lot of friends. I do have mental health therapist friends where occasionally I'll bump something off. Like recently I had an Ask Misty from somebody in the British Columbia, and he was telling me that he was a hermit. And he was very young, like 21 or 22, and he was like a hermit and was afraid of people and life, etc. And I actually talked to a mental health therapist who is a real mental health therapist, and I was like, what do you think about this? You know, because I have my own thoughts and my own feelings about it, but what is your take on it? And basically he's like, he needs to seek counseling. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought too. So a lot of times I'll get someone's opinion on a topic before I address it, just to double check and make sure that I'm on track. I've never taken anyone else's advice and given it to you, but I have steered my path with seeking other advice from someone else. I have friends that are massage therapists. I have friends, well, actually one of my mini jobs is Misty Eyez. One of my boss's next door neighbor is a doctor, like a general practitioner doctor who has a full office. And I've spent a couple hurricanes together with him, honed up in a house, and I've gotten to know that doctor. So I've got a couple of resources that if something were to come up that I need to consult, I have many people to consult. So that if I don't feel strongly about a topic, I can get some advice before I do it. I've only actually consulted on 2 of them. One of them was about the prostate massage, and I consulted a massage therapist and I consulted a general practitioner doctor on the importance of stimulating the prostate. And I consulted a mental health therapist on kid that's like 21 years old or around there that was afraid of people, and he was like becoming agoraphobic and didn't have any friends, and I consulted a mental health therapist. So I did seek advice on the importance of massage therapy. I already recorded the video, but I called one of my massage therapist friends and I was like, you know, I should have done this before I did the video, but can you tell me some reasons that people definitely need massages? And he pointed out that, you know, it relieves stress and things like that, which several of which I used and put on top of the video so you can actually read them. Obviously I already recorded it. But again, most of it's just from my heart. It's just me. You know, again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a mental health therapist. I'm just a person that has lived a very expanded life. Meaning, I've been extremist on both sides of the equation. I've been a right-wing Jesus freak minister slash youth minister slash church camp counselor slash overseas missionary. And now I'm an out homosexual advocate for the gay and lesbian lifestyle who's also a female impersonator. And I understand both sides of that equation. I can relate to both sides of that equation. And therefore, much of my life experience has to deal with all sides of that equation. I don't come into my advice giving with just one mindset. You know, and I think that the best thing about my advice is that I try to give multiple views without telling you what to do. Meaning, dear Misty, should I pick my nose or not? I'm not going to say, yes, pick your nose. I'm going to say, okay, well, if you pick your nose, this could happen. And if you don't pick your nose, this could happen. Now, what do you think about that? Basically, I want you to make your own decision without me telling you what to do. But I'm going to point out maybe something you didn't consider or think about beforehand. If that makes sense. That's my goal. And again, I just enjoy helping people. And that's really, truly why I'm doing this. If you don't like my hair, if you don't like my makeup, don't watch my videos. And if you're truly hateful, I will delete your comments, because I don't need you distracting me, and I don't need you distracting others from what I have to say. I've had fans attack other people, you know. If it's stupid, like, you're a man, duh, everybody knows. I'm not trying to hide that from you. I'm not trying to talk in my transsexual voice, because I don't actually talk in that voice at all, actually. But anyways, that being said, I'm just here to help. I'm here to share, and I'm here to give of myself. And if you're wanting to take that, and if you enjoy it, then that's mission accomplished. Getting a lot of questions, and I've been deleting them, asking, why haven't you answered my question? Well, first of all, you can't ask me an anonymous question and then anonymously ask me why I haven't answered your question. That's kind of stupid. Second of all, I have said before, and I'm going to say it again, I'm going to address each and every one of the questions that are on my form screen. I will. But there's a line of people in front of you. And that line right now, I think, is 3 or 4 months long. I've already answered all the 6-month and 5-month-old questions, and I'm going back and doing the 4-month-old questions. So it will get to it. I will get to it. If it's kind of a simple question and I could text reply it, the method I'm doing now is 2 or 3 text replies and 1 video reply every day to help get that 300 down. But I'm not ignoring you. I'm not avoiding you or not answering your question. I will get to it. And you know, your questions are important to me. I'm doing oldest first, except for the text replies. I'm usually texting, replying as I'm looking for your question in the past. Like, ooh, that's a good one. Let me just answer that now. Click. And then scroll, scroll, scroll. Ooh, let me answer that one now. Click. And then I look for the question that I'm addressing on my vlog. Other than that, thank you again for following me and watching, and again for giving me your comments and your feedbacks, even if it's just you're pretty. I love reading what you have to say, and it's okay to tell me if you don't agree with me, and or ask why I've come up with my conclusions. Somebody recently was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, this is why it makes sense to me, this. You know, and also sometimes your questions, you can only have, like, I think 145 character questions, and you can't give me all the details, and so I'm left to assume certain things, and I may be wrong, I may be right, you never know. But thank you again for all of your input, thank you for your subscriptions, and keep it up.